Good morning. I am 3 minutes earlier today. I started the live a little bit earlier, but the sound was awful. So I'm restarting it. Let me see how the sound is now.
A little bit earlier, but
Much better. Yes, Joey, much better sound now. I honestly don't understand why sometimes it happens, but it's okay. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Hopefully Michelle can find her way into this one. I saw her in the previous bad sound video, and I'm gonna tag the rest of usual suspects. Good morning, Zazu. Glad you made it live today. Hope you're feeling better. I know you had a cold. Good morning, Mary. Good morning, Judy. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Sandra. We'll just give it another minute to see if others want to join, since I started a little bit later because of the bad sound in the first video. And then we'll start. I don't see Michelle anymore, but maybe she will find it. Anyway, it is time for us to start. And to continue our discussion from yesterday, the discussion on the importance of not picking a fight with reality and instead saying yes to life, whether we like what's happening or not, I want to talk a bit about curiosity and awe today. Because these qualities, curiosity and awe, can transform our relationship to life itself. Awe doesn't ask our permission to wow us. It just smacks us in the face with something bigger without bothering to give us any warning. And curiosity is the place where awe is born. It starts with heightening our senses. We may suspect that life holds many mysteries, but only by paying attention can we access the grandeur and subtleties that make each person different and each encounter something fresh. By using our senses and paying a different kind of attention to the world around us, we may see that people we took for granted are more complex than we think they are. If we're able to open the mind to investigate, We may also discover some people are much simpler than the story we had constructed about them. Curiosity brings the unexpected. Curiosity is the antidote to those times when we find ourselves in a rut, unable to take in anything new because we just can't risk disrupting the dreary order of the day today. With that frame of mind, curiosity looks like it would take too much energy. What? On top of everything else, you now want me to question my reality? Honestly, I don't have time for awe and wonder. But instead of gripping tightly to a fixed idea of how things are and how they should be, we can train our mind to hold those notions lightly and begin each day ready to explore. We don't need to face the world demanding that it prove us right. Instead, we can say to it, surprise me. We can become excited by the possibility that if we keep our eyes open, we also open our hearts to something new, something bigger than us. To have that kind of openness that cultivates awe doesn't mean we have to be credulous and sentimental, but the ironic stance to act unimpressed because we fear looking foolish has us experiencing our own lives at a distance. And if instead we open our heart to real love, we allow ourselves to feel the wonder of life, which research says is vital to sustaining our connection to the world and to one another. So today, let's do a beginner's mind practice. As it is, when we cultivate the beginner's mind, we create space for curiosity and awe. And this is the space where real love can be cultivated and felt. As always, take a comfortable position and take a few moments to settle. Settle into your body, your heart, your mind. Settle into this moment, right here, right now. Let your breath be natural, nice and soft. Just feel your body breathing itself in and out. And see if you can get a sense of spaciousness in your breathing, so that all the experiences of the present moment, all the physical sensations, thoughts, emotions, can simply flow through you as energy that they are, without struggle. See if you can rest in just one breath at a time, taking this breath with the beginner's mind. Notice if you can trace just one breath at a time from the very beginning, when you inhale and the air in front of you becomes your breath. How amazing is that? To the moment when you exhale and your breath merges with the air again. I'll give you a few moments for that. Just sit in this awe of breathing. It's something that we take for granted, yet it is, if we look at it with beginner's mind, with the beginner's eyes, how awesome is it to be able to breathe? Now bring a gentle smile to your lips and allow it to fill your entire body. Feel your whole body smiling gently, from the top of your head all the way down to your toes. How amazing is the smile? How cool is it that we can actually bring it into our entire body and feel it in our entire body? Look at the smile, feel it with the beginner's mind. And gradually start applying beginner's mind to the core practice of mindfulness, bringing curious and interested attention to your internal narrative, to your body sensations, to your emotions. Look at each experience with freshness, as if this is the very first time you're experiencing this sensation of feeling of thought. Maybe it has a texture that you never noticed before. Maybe there is a color associated with it. Maybe there is a sense of presence of something bigger than you in all of your experiences. I'll be quiet and you just stay with each of these experiences until it passes and then a new experience comes. Look at each with the beginner's mind, as if you're experiencing it for the very first time. We usually think we know what's going to happen or what is happening. Remind yourself that we actually don't know anything. And let the space open around you and rest on the space. Remembering that whatever you think is going to happen or whatever you think is happening right now may not be it at all. Look at everything with the beginner's mind, as if you don't know anything about what's going on. Just like a child exploring the world for the very first time. Now let's apply the beginner's mind to the loving kindness practice. Sending loving kindness to ourselves. We have done it so many times that it may have become automatic. See if you can, right now, really feel into it. So placing your hands on your heart, really feel the sensation of your hand on your chest. Is your hand warm or cool? Can you feel your heartbeat? Can you apply a little bit more pressure with your hand, a little bit less pressure? What feels better? And as you repeat the verse of loving kindness after me, whether you do it silently or out loud, really take it in with the beginner's mind. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well in body and mind. May I feel safe, protected, at ease. May I know deep, natural peace. And as you gently let go of your practice, once again, with the beginner's mind, scan your body and really, really notice what's going on for you right now, physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you in this moment, really? And today, I invite you to explore all the different ways you can apply beginner's mind to your day. See if you can cultivate the space of curiosity and awe. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a wonderful day. And when I say wonderful, I mean filled with wonder. And I will see you tomorrow.